How do you know that? You already doing this?
Shout out to E40. Shout out to E40, right? Be using all the lingo.
It's probably over the West Coast. Y'all think y'all made everything.
The food doesn't
Y'all think y'all created everything.
Food doesn't slap.
Tell me about it.
Food doesn't slap.
Everything out there. Y'all didn't invent everything, dog. You didn't.
Food doesn't slap. Am I lying?
It don't slap on the West Coast.
Am I lying?
It don't smack either. Food don't smack either.
Yes, it does. Y'all like it doesn't. That's okay. That's okay. You can use it. Shout out to E40. You can use it. That's fine.
Look,
let's get to the show. I'm sick of y'all.
The fans are ready. The fans are ready. Dev, if you want to come on the show, I will send you the link in a few minutes. We also have Temperature Check, Mr. Temperature Check pulling up later on in the show. He's going to join us as well for Talk to Thursday. And any of you fans out there that want to join, you know what to do. You got to DM me, Cece on air on Twitter. If you got Titus or Lowe, I don't know if y'all can, but just DM me and I'll send y'all the link to make it easier. Okay. Yeah. So good morning to everybody. We got Reggie. Of course, we got Dad. We got G4M. We got a lot of people in the chat. Tata. I even think I saw Dree from Champion pop in. I don't know if he's still here, but what up, though? What up, though, to everybody? So let's get the show going because this show could get long-winded. Oh, I could. Okay, I thought I saw you, Dree. What up, though, Dree? Everybody say good morning to him. Shout out to Champion because y'all always show us love. So it's love over here.
Facts.
PLW. Yes, Culture Talk. What up, though? So yeah, let's get into the show. So let's talk about these topics and we gonna go first and then we gonna go into y'all. But producer, do we have like a little collage for the topics or we're just gonna go off the cut? Okay, I guess we're going off the cut. But the first topic we gonna talk about, of course, is Kotd. We just so tired. This is so crazy. Kotd's season 1 opener for the East is going to go down this Sunday, correct, y'all? This Sunday. And so, of course, we got the headline, Math Hoffa versus Dre Dennis. So a lot of people are happy for Dre that he got this big opportunity. But again, we got to remember it's against a legend, somebody who knows how to battle in front of judges. Because, again, this is all judge. Math Hoffa, regardless if y'all want to admit or not, okay, get the hate out your heart. He beat Ill Will on a judge battle. So let's all try to be fair.
They gonna get the hate out the heart. They gonna get it out one way or another.
So let's talk about that one first, man. Let's talk about this. Dre Dennis versus Math Hoffa. How y'all feeling about this? I'm gonna let y'all two go first since I've been on all week.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of scared of Dre winning 100K. Like, do you know how many battles he could pack into a Gates of the Garden car with 100K? Do you know how long that event would be? Do you know how long that Gates of the Garden event would be if Dre Dennis got 100K? Can you imagine?
I don't know if people still do this. You know when they used to do the telethons for like 24 hours and they show video of people doing whatever so they can raise money? That'd be Dre Dennis with battles. 24 hours.
Right.
Battles. You should open the gates for 24 hours.
Y'all are so toxic. Y'all are so toxic right now. Who you guys got?
They belong to the Olympics. Nah, for real. I got Dre 2-1. I'm gonna say Dre 2-1, man. Because see, the reason I'm doing this is because it all comes full circle, right? A couple weeks ago, Math Hoffa's man Cortez won a controversial decision over Ace Amin. So, and Math Hoffa was on Twitter defending him. You know, he was going back and forth to Ace defending Cortez. So now it's only right for Math Hoffa to lose a judge battle, and it had to be told, and it had the tweet split open on this you stuff where he's telling Ace to stop crying about the judge battle. So now it's time. Karma's coming back. Karma's coming back.
Your predictions based off karma.
So,
yes, that's correct.
So
battle rap, man.
Chat. What's the chat saying? Dre 2-1. It all comes full circle. Laughing my ass out. Shout out to Coin Flip. Damn, this narrative deep. Dre win that money. He gonna throw a cake on the garden. This is your life card.
Hey yo, I love y'all, man.
Okay, we got one. Math Hoffa 2-1. Culture Talk. I'm gonna send you the link soon. I'm just gonna let the guys, get they stuff off, pause, and then we'll bring everybody on afterwards. Okay, but I'm gonna send you the link soon.
Lo, who you got?
You know what? I'm actually gonna say Math Hoffa 2-1.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna say Math Hoffa. I know y'all love to believe that I'm biased, and I'll admit when I'm being biased. But in the East, I got no stake out there, and yeah, I think Math Hoffa knows how to win. Like, I know there's a lot we love to slander about Math, but he knows how to win.
That's
and
why
he's got a lot of experience coming into that kind of setting. Sorry, hold on, let me get it together. He's got a lot of experience in that setting. Dre Dennis does a lot of battles, but he's always got his own. He's used to his setting, putting on his own battles most of the time, I would say. So, I mean, Math Hoffa's been everywhere. Yeah. So I think he comes into it.
Somebody said Dre 2-1, open the gates.
Yo, good morning, 4-time. Good morning, 4-time.
Yeah, so
Dev said for every dollar Dre Dennis wins, that's how many battles is gonna be on the card. So for every dollar, that's how many battles Dre gonna put on. Oh my god!
I can't.
Oh my god!
Flip Kevin, I don't think I've seen you here before, but what up, Doug? You said no one care about Math. Dre gonna try to buy the riot if he win that money.
Oh my god!
I'm about to cry. These lashes off, bro. Like, oh god.
Y'all out of pocket today. Out of pocket today.
I love it. I love this early. Y'all woke up. Y'all woke up ready. This toxic. Yo, man, at breakfast. Y'all game banging on bacon.
Drake's gonna buy the URL vault.
Oh my god!
We finna get Mad Cortez released on Gates of the Garden. We finna get Mad Cortez released on Gates of the Garden.
Okay, y'all. I think we've done enough until the fans pull up.
That's next topic.
Okay. Next topic.
What's our next one?
What's the next? Wait, what does this one stand for?
I can't see the chat right now.
Oh, Boze.
Ultimate Madness.
Okay.
Boze next. Yeah.
Okay. Boze next. So, if anybody watched URL Prime Time last night, you already know Boze was talking heavy about Next. He was talking heavy.
He was.
He was talking heavy.
You want me to read it?
Go ahead with the quote. Yes.
So Boze said, Next did bring up the idea of me and him battling without a crowd. If you don't want a crowd because of gas, that's cool. But if you don't want a crowd because of what a crowd does for me, you should look at yourself as a competitor. So Boze is kind of saying that he thinks Next don't want a crowd because Boze might get the crowd.
Yeah, Boze was talking. He was pretty much, and then there was another quote where he said, like, he pretty much was going with the whole narrative about how URL is trying to make us like him. And he was like, and we don't like you. I was just like, damn.
Oh man.
Boze is smart. Boze won't believe that. He did that for y'all.
A lot of people like it. A lot of people are saying he kept it 100.
Because they hate Next.
Saying Next overrated.
Exactly.
I've been saying that. I can't wait to hear that from you soon, sir. Boze knows Next being pushed. Boze is smart. Chat was eating whole interview.
Yes.
If Next wins, what are y'all gonna say?
I'm about to say, come on,
he's being pushed by the Illuminati, Lo. The Battle Rap Illuminati is pushing Next for their agenda, okay? It's all about the agenda. The demographic. The next demographic, okay? That's what it's here for. They're here for the next demographic, all right?
Oh my God.
Somebody said Next Jersey twerk. But Okay, because I feel like I already know what the chat is going to say. I feel like the chat is going to say, good morning, Rico, that Next need a crowd, Next needs the gas. But again, what are we going to say if Next go out there, like Lowe said, and beats Boze again? What is everybody going to say? It's a industry plant thing going on.
I need y'all to go to the event, man.
Yes.
This morning, Dad, you got to
Illuminati.
defend your boy.
What
Y'all go check out Lil Hendo, Mr. Fool Style on YouTube. Okay, Leslie.
All right.
He is overrated, but isn't whack. Boze had a better showing than Next in round one. Do y'all agree? What up, though, J Flow? Do y'all two agree with that?
A better showing?
Boze. I can't. I think it's fair. I think Next had a tougher fight though. That's the difference.
Yeah,
like Boze was
it's
very good, but Next actually had a fight. It depends. Yeah, Next actually had a fight. You know what I'm saying? Boze was just like battling up. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had to go talk to their mom after the battle. No disrespect. I'm just saying. You know, that's what he did. Okay. Face off. You feel me?
Yeah,
I would say this that Boze surprised me. He surprised me. But what was you going to say about?
Yeah, Boze was very good. And
I was saying Next had the tougher
overall,
fight.
I think it's a tough battle anyway.
Yeah. This is okay. Again, I'm not being biased with this one, but if you look at Next, if Next is getting through the tournament, he probably has the toughest run, right? He has to battle Elijah Straight in the very first round, which everyone said could have been a finals match. He has Boze next, and now that we've all seen what Boze can do, in my head, that's not a walk in the park.
No.
Right, that's a tough battle. Whoever wins out of Real Name Brandon and Piranha, right? Like that's a tough match.
Yeah.
And then the finals.
His focus.
And then
that's
the finals,
interesting because before the when the brackets. Yeah, it's funny because when the brackets got put out, everybody said Next got put on the easier side because Battle Rap Conspiracy.
Because they didn't know, because you guys didn't check out the um4guide.com because you guys didn't check it out.
That's what the theory was.
But now that you have a chance to check out.
But look, but look, honestly, man, like my thing on the whole crowd and no crowd thing, with the whole crowd, no crowd thing, I feel like if they already decided overall that UM4 was gonna have a crowd, you don't get to change it for a battle now. The crowd's there, the crowd's gonna be there. That's it. I'm sorry, we can't be switching the rules in the middle of the tournament. Now we're gonna have a crowd for one battle, everybody else battle won't have a crowd. Like, nah, if the crowd's there, the crowd's gonna be there. That's it. That's how I feel about that situation personally.
I think I don't like the idea of the no crowd. People use that as an excuse. You know, shout out Real Name Brandon. We talk about it in the sense of when you get into that room, right? I know people love to say it's biased or the crowd messes it up. There's only like 50 people in there, right? And half of them are staff, and the other half are, you know, we'll call it entourage, you know, people's guests or whatever for the battles. There's not that many people in there. You know, so the idea of the crowds messing it up was just reacting. You guys don't want that. When you're watching the NBA or the Olympics, when there's no crowd, it's not as exciting. It's just not.
I ain't gonna lie, Bubble Ball was lit last year. The NBA Bubble was lit last year.
I mean, I liked it because I like the NBA. But
it was kind of fire.
When you watch this year's playoffs, you're like, damn, we missed that. We missed people roaring. Milwaukee was 65,000 people outside the stadium. It's nuts.
Damn, Reggie.
Delta variant went crazy. The Delta
he got
taken
out the Crucible without the fans even knowing he should. And then he said something about
who did y'all know in the Crucible anyway? Who did y'all know in the Crucible anyway before they told you about him? Like that don't really add up for me. Like
shout out to Cuban.
You gotta take out Crucible before you knew who he was.
Cuban Hood's in the building?
Yes, Cuban.
Cuban, you can pull up if you want.
Cuban, if you want to pull up and say what you got to say, come on. But y'all know, like, again, like, Truffaut, like, I just want to say this, Truffaut, like, I ain't got nothing against Truffaut. Like, I'm actually happy, like, he won his battle. He's handling how he felt about the UM4 guide, and he didn't like the whole subpar.
That's for real.
Thing. Like, he flipped it into motivation, and he's using it as motivation. That's what you're supposed to do. But you can't get mad at us, Truffaut, that you went on Geechee Gotti's podcast and made a statement on Cuban and got upset that it was quoted on this platform. Like, again, like if you say something, it wasn't like it was a private conversation we had with you and then we leaked it out to the public. You said that anybody can go on your episode of Geechee Gotti's podcast and watch it for itself. It's public knowledge. So you can't get mad at us that we took that quote and was like, yo, what's up? Like, you said this, bro.
It was spicy, no doubt.
It's called Let's
spicy.
Talk Battle Rap. That's all I'm saying.
It is what it is.
Cuban says, I am LTBR. I'm always here in spirit. Sore ass loser. He should have said that.
What's our last topic?
I know Lil Brown. How he gonna get mad about something he said publicly? Last topic is this one is Lowe's idea, so I'm gonna make sure he gets the credit for all the toxicity he's gonna have.
Go ahead.
So this topic is, which battle rapper is hard to be a fan of? So pretty much like, which battle rapper is it really hard for you to be a fan of? Like, with all the slander, with all the losing, with all the chaos and toxicity around him, which battle rapper is it hard to be a fan of?
Yo.
What they saying?
We got 2 votes for street hymns, 2 votes for drugs. And those are great choices. We got street hymns. The chat saying street hymns and drugs. Those are really great choices. I ain't gonna lie. G4, Snake Eyes doesn't have fans.
Snake Eyes.
He doesn't have fans.
Who said X Factor?
Absolutely.
Nah, that's
my number one. I think it's so hard to be a twerk fan right now. For me, though, personally, in West, Verb. It is so hard for me right now to be a Verb fan.
Well, Verb is retired. I'm talking about active battle rappers.
That's mine. Big K, Math, Twerk for
Rest
sure.
in peace, Pikachu.
Big K.
Twerk is a great one. And why you say X Factor? I don't like that.
if X Factor is still battling, he's
Cece,
definitely up
I
there.
ain't gonna lie. Cece, I was with you at Max Out too. It looked very hard to be X Factor fan for you. It looked difficult.
Bruh,
It looked like a difficult task.
I lost my voice in the building because I was the only one cheering for him. I was like, let's go ahead.
He was trying so hard. He was trying so hard.
Everybody around me was like, poor child.
He was trying
Titus,
so hard.
Who's the hardest to defend for you?
Culture says facts. I remember.
For me, it's probably me personally. It's Surf because I be having to convince y'all he be winning battles with 2 rounds. That'd be difficult sometimes. It'd be difficult. It'd be real hard convincing y'all sometimes. I be doing it though. I be trying. All right, we got 2 people in the weight room. Cece.
Okay, first of all, let me address Coin Flip. You family. Let's talk about our family. But he did not just say, I lost my voice booing X. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you?
Coin Flip be wildin', yo.
How dare you?
Flip be wildin', yo.
Bring these people on.
All right, let's see.
Oh, Cohen is disrespectful, man.
Hell.
I'm following them.
It's the chicken.
Tim is in the building. My bad. We didn't get him at a rollout. I didn't know he was ready. I'm sorry. I didn't know your name. I didn't know your name. I didn't know you take tips. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's do this right. We got the chicken wing master. About to battle Snake Eyes on RBE's Brick by Brick. Y'all know he ain't new to this. He true to this, okay? But we do got somebody who is new to this. But he true to the culture. Y'all know who he is. Mr. Temperature Check. How y'all fellas doing? How you Black Kings doing today on this Thursday?
How you doing, Black Coin?
Extravagant. Hey. Hey. First of all, let me say what's the word to my good brother over there. You heard me? Second of all,
What is this Green Ross intro we doing this morning?
Fuck the bullshit. I'm not feeling the Nxt Slander. You heard me? For one,
right, talk about it. All right, back to being biased. Talk about it.
Toxic Thursdays.
I'm not gonna say niggas is like stupid or whatever because they're uneducated. I'm gonna say they fucking dumb, right? First of all, what are you talking about? What got him out the crucible? Kotd, first of all, his phase one performance. Hey, good morning, brother. How you doing? Hey, little dog. How you doing? First of all, his phase one performance. You heard me? This nigga smoked. What's his name? J. Rome. Smoked that nigga bad. You want to see who? It's on the right. It's there. You heard me? Like niggas can look it up. Next verse, J. Rome. That's what got him out of there. Then his performance against Fame. You heard me? Niggas act like that didn't happen. Then he put on a dope battle with the homie Cuban. You heard me? Cuban's only loss that he ever had. You heard me? I'm Cuban hood, by the way. Look, nigga, Nxt has been putting in work. What it is you don't like Nxt for whatever reason, and so you're hoping to find any reason for him to lose. You heard me? That's number one. Number two, which should have been number one, nigga, I'm from the Bay. Food does not slap. All right? Let me tell you that.
Food doesn't slap.
Mama. Keep getting your workout in.
It doesn't.
I hear you. Food don't fucking slap. It's smack. You know why? You know why people say it's smack? Because when food is, you eat, you smacking your fucking gums.
Exactly. I would be on my phone too. Exactly.
I was in the comments. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Look, man. I know y'all live in a very like big state out there in California, but what I need y'all to understand that other states have lingo too, and it might differ from yours. They didn't get it from you.
It's not the state.
It's just different from you.
It's the Bay.
It's different from you.
It's the Bay.
It's okay. It's okay to understand that.
What I'm saying is, whoever taught you the lingo, learn from the Bay Area. You heard me? That's what I'm saying. Like a lot
What'd
of
you say? I'm sorry. What'd you say?
You learn from the Bay. That's what he said.
The only people I know from the Bay are you two.
That's what he said.
The only people I know from the Bay are you two. I ain't learned nothing from.
Where y'all get them gators from? Y'all got that shit from Detroit.
I would say,
we got love for Detroit. We got love for Detroit.
Hold on, let's check temperatures though. Let our guests let's check temperatures talk real quick. Go ahead, bro.
I said if you're
talk for a little bit.
If you're talking westward expansion, then it would have started in the East Coast and then migrated to the West.
Oh, that geography.
I mean,
that geography lesson.
I got a master's in social studies. I don't know what to tell you.
He got a master's in it. Argue with that.
But I'm not about to sit here. No, the Nxt Slander is ridiculous. First of all, shout out to my brother. Shout out to the Demons. They gonna be on the show on Tuesday. So definitely shout out to them first and foremost, man. West Coast edition. That's gonna be a fire show. Shout out Bucky Bars and all that. But no, the Nxt Slander is ridiculous. I'll be honest with you. I'm someone who has covered Nxt probably pretty consistently over the past year. I think this was a position where this was the first time I felt like he was the hunted versus the hunter. And that's different. That's a different type of, when you have the machine behind you, because he's getting the push from URL, when you have that machine behind you pushing your name, people are not gonna like you. Like again, he's Mr. Jump the process. He called himself that. That's basically like when LeBron got the tattoo on his back and said chosen one. So he's putting that pressure on. He's applying that pressure, and it's different. And a lot of people are not liking that. But to say that he wasn't consistent, this is the same Nxt that we've been getting, but it's just different now because now there is expectations on his name for the first time, like high expectations, especially coming off of the Nitty battle. So we're not about to do this. I'm not about to sit here I'm not about to sit here on this show and let people just slander Nxt. No, he's doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing.
Right.
Don't nobody want to be in the D League. Do LeBron James want to be in the D League? You know what D stands for? Pause. It stands for developmental. That means you still have some things you need to work on. And at the end of the day, right now, if the person that is signing your check is willing to move you up to the NBA based off the skill set that they think that you have right now, don't nobody need to say nothing about it. I'm not.
Okay, so let's talk about one of the topics.
Cece, real quick. Cece, I want to ask him. I'm sorry, baby. I want.
Hey man, you gotta stop moving. Stay in place.
How you gonna cut me off?
Preacher right now.
Hello.
I was just asking if you were a pastor, because I know you said you got your master's. You preacher right now. You heard me? You ain't fat one. By the way, check your temperature merches out. You heard me? The hat that was sent to me, my son wear. I wish he was wearing it right now. But my son be wearing it, but I'm gonna post that picture later. But go ahead, Cece. I'm sorry, Mama.
It's okay. But so as far as what Boze said on prime time last night, you know, he was going in on that. He was saying that Nxt need a crowd, he need gas, and he also is driving the narrative about the whole machine, aka URL, pushing Nxt on us, and how, quote, he said we don't like him. How do y'all two feel about what Boze said last night about Nxt?
He doing what he's supposed to do.
I get why they don't like him.
He doing what he's supposed to do.
I get why they don't like that nigga, man. The reason why, look, let me tell you something, you heard me? It's the crabs in a bucket, and no disrespect to my crips out there, but it's the crabs in a bucket theory, like ideology, like, because Nxt made it out of the bucket, them other niggas feel away. Because although if any one of them niggas got picked out of Crucible, them niggas wouldn't think this way. You heard me? So it's because he did something they couldn't. There's a little bit of envy within that, right? Outside of this is what he's supposed to say. Also, what the fuck is he talking about? Oh, he only gives gas. So if Kotd says, nigga, I don't want nobody in the room, just me, you, and the camera crew, then nigga, do it. Or shut the fuck up, because you sound like a battle rap nigga right now. You heard me? Like do it then. What it is he don't want to be the nigga to lose with no gas. You heard me? Because that stinks. I don't know if Ty can get that out. You heard me? Fuck niggas talking about. I'm gonna let niggas talk though. I'm sorry. I love everybody.
Okay, I feel like we talked about Nxt enough. Let's talk about the next. What is that, Dad? What's going on with your audio?
My bad. I got a phone. The Bluetooth. Hold on, I'm sorry. All right, there we go.
I got.
Why is your picture Booker T with a goofy on?
Hold on, yo. We got one of the team members in the ready to get added. Hold on, we got one team member trying to get in. Let me add the homie. See if he gets up.
Oh, here we go.
Hold on.
He's connecting right now. Oh, Dad dropped out. Dad ain't coming back till he ain't in the car. I ain't gonna lie. I might have let Dad back on till he got out the car. I ain't working. Respect that. We love you, but come on. We got the homie Coin Flip in the building.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? LTBR family.
Yo, what's up?
Coin Flip, what's good, bro? How you doing?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. Same shit, different day.
What up, though? So, okay, before we move on to the next one, quickly, just address how you feel about all the Nxt slander and what was said last night on primetime.
Well, I hold a slightly different opinion because I like Nxt, but I really see him as just a black Sharon. Like I don't see Nxt as like.
Up.
Look, I'm sorry, man. Look, I don't know what to tell you, dog. Like I feel like Nxt, like. Okay, here. Let me ask y'all a question because I know niggas get like, they get emotional when I ask questions because questions make you critique your own thinking.
You said black Sharon.
There's nobody even around me. I'm looking around to see if somebody else has heard that. I know you didn't just say it's a black Sharon. Let him
ask the question. Let him ask his question. Ask your question, bro. Ask your question.
Was Nxt performance as good as any other performance outside of his battle? Like, did Nxt perform as well as Truffaut, or did he perform as well as real name Brandon? Did he perform as well as Boze the Bambino? Did he perform as well as Kid Slade? Maybe. I mean, like, I just want to know.
I think he was definitely better than real name. He was definitely better than real name. I wasn't super impressed by real name's performance personally.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
And he had a harder fight than a lot of guys in the tournament, honestly.
So
like him and Kid Slade probably had the toughest fights. Him and Slade probably had the toughest fights. Yeah, him and Slade had the toughest battles, I think.
For sure.
Yeah, was Elijah really that? Like, I didn't think Elijah was that dope.
Yes, he was. Don't finish that sentence. Yes, he was.
All right. Well, look, I see Elijah as great value from Nitty. Like, it's not that. It's like neither of them put on amazing performances. Neither of them.
That's like people calling B-Dot Baby Lex. That's a compliment.
But B-Dot's still okay.
One of the greatest battle rappers in the world.
Y'all can get real mad. Y'all can get real. I'm gonna upload Elijah Straight and Rum Nitty side by side, and y'all are gonna see like Elijah
Straight.
Okay. Well, then what do we?
We know that he's Rum Nitty without shooting people. But he's fire. Who cares?
People dribble like LeBron James every day, B. People dribble like LeBron James every day.
That's fine. But if you don't have an identity outside of being dribbling like LeBron James, it's like, okay, you're just discounting LeBron James.
Can I ask you a question? So you want to talk about next performance? Did anyone else in that tournament have as much pressure on them going into the tournament as Nxt did?
No, I'm following this guy.
No, that's a fact.
I like him.
That's a fact. I agree. No, look, I don't even think Nxt is bad. Like, I didn't say Nxt was bad. I said
compared him to, you called him a black Sharon.
You might as well have.
Sharon ain't bad. Sharon ain't
you might as well have.
Sharon ain't bad.
Sharon ain't got believability.
That's fine. Just said,
that's
he
fine.
said Nxt is a bad, but he didn't even put this, and this.
That's fine. Sharon is a really good angler. He's a really good performer. He's got rebuttals. Like, Sharon is good.
And he's aggressive as a firefly.
That's a fact.
Okay.
But being aggressive isn't essential to winning a battle.
Second. Everybody in the chat is also saying that's not a compliment.
Look,
thank you.
It's
not a compliment.
It's okay.
It's not a compliment.
It's not a compliment.
It's not a compliment.
I understand that y'all like y'all must not have seen how dangerous Sharon can be. Like, fine. We'll say Nxt is not
him versus Chef Trez is one of the best battles I've seen in a long time.
But Nxt is a good angler. Nxt is a really good performer, but I didn't think he performed. I didn't think he had a very good showing versus Elijah Straight. He had the one bar where he threw the towel over the camera, and I was like, all right, that's cool, you know.
So you got Elijah winning.
I don't have Elijah winning, actually. I have Nxt winning. I have Nxt winning first and third. I thought Elijah was worse than Nxt.
What?
I thought Elijah was worse than Nxt.
Bless your heart.
I think it's debatable, though.
That's a fact. I gave you the link, just the sidebar. But okay.
Coin flip. Let me ask Coin flip a question right quick, Cece.
Did you eat breakfast?
You're saying, hold on, Lowe. Hold on. Hold on. I got it, Lowe.
Yeah, that shit. That shit slap too.
West Coast heart. Call me.
That shit slap too.
I see what you did there.
He was smoking. But look, Coin flip. You're defending you called him Black Sharon as if it's a compliment. Did you mean that as a compliment when you said it?
I meant.
Did you mean that compliment when you said it?
I meant it as both. Like, he has a lot of the flaws of Sharon, but he has a lot of the upsides of Sharon. Like Sharon's a really good angler. He's a really good performer, but he also doesn't have much believability. When you see Nxt up there, like, you know, the only time I, you know, throw in the towel is to cover the evidence. Are you like actually thinking like he's shooting? Like, he's not. Like maybe he is. My bad. My fault.
And the rest of the battlers in the tournament are so believable.
Some of them are, yeah.
Is this colorism? Is this colorism right now?
Like real name Brandon.
Colorism right now.
Real name.
This is an attack on light skins, man.
Real name Brandon looks
I feel like this is an attack on the light skinned brothers and sisters.
This is an attack on the light skins. Shout out my brothers and my sisters on the light team. All right,
you know what I'm saying?
This is an attack.
He said,
"It's an attack." Yeah.
Bro, that's crazy.
Oh my god.
Real name Brandon looks like he'll fuck you up though, don't he?
That dude's like that's different.
That dude's like 6'8".
That's different.
You know,
that's different.
On a bad day.
He's like 6'4", but he is terrifying in real life.
That nigga's terrifying. But like, I personally don't think Nxt performed as well as real name Brandon.
So because he's not believable, is that what you're saying?
I didn't say that. Like that. Like, see, y'all are putting words in my mouth now. I didn't say you have to be big to be believable, but I'm saying that real name Brandon is a lot more believable because he's big. They're not the same thing. But like Nxt, but when you see Nxt like doing all his shit, it's like
Nxt. We talk a lot about Nxt, which is probably showing how
being a star.
This is why he gets the push he does.
Because we damn near been talking about him most of this time. But let's move on to other things on the toxicity list, okay? And also, side note, Titus, Culture Talk is in the waiting room. He said
whoever's in the waiting room on the iPhone is not connecting right now.
Okay. So that might be
so that's probably him.
That might be you. But let's move on.
Yeah, get out and try come back.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Move on. I will give you time to talk about Nxt. Okay. But let's move on because I just don't want this whole show to be next. Okay. But let's talk about Math Hoffa versus Dre Dennis. They're going to be headlining Kotd season 1 this Sunday for the East. How do you kings feel about that one? And who you got winning?
Coin flip, you go first.
Dre Dennis 2-1.
Who's Dre Dennis?
What?
Who's Dre Dennis? Who's Dre Dennis' white equivalent? He's just white counterpart.
Don't nobody battle as much as Dre Dennis. How am I supposed to find the equivalent?
A-Ward.
You got more evidence to go off of.
He's the source. He's the source.
There we go.
Yeah, Dre Dennis and A-Ward are about to have like a 12-round like just marathon after he wins versus Math Hoffa. Like he's gonna split the check with A-Ward, and they're gonna freestyle for like 30 rounds.
You think Dre Dennis splitting that Gates of the Garden money?
Yeah, man, there's gonna be like it's not gonna be Gates of the Garden. It's gonna be like Gates of like the Promenade. It's gonna be like 16 different gardens. He's gonna buy like.
You know how big that gate gonna be when you win this 100K? It's gonna be the biggest gate.
That's gonna be the biggest gate y'all ever seen, man.
Right. But who you got? Check temperature. Who you got, man?
This is a tough battle. This is a very tough battle. Dre Dennis, I'm glad he's getting a look and the attention that he deserves as a battle rapper, not just a league owner. He does a lot, man. He does a lot for the culture that I don't think he gets enough appreciation for. Shout out to the Loud Boys. I just talked to Bill Collector, man. Bill Collector, congratulations, Rainbow Baby on the way, man. It's definitely good stuff. Math Hoffa, he did very well against Geechee. But the problem in that battle with Geechee, he took that time to talk about everybody else except for Geechee. And I'm hoping that he got that off his chest now that he can focus on Dre Dennis and give him the attention that he deserves. But I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm gonna edge Dre Dennis in this. He's a little bit more conditioned. I like his energy level. His energy and performance is starting to come along very nicely. So I'm gonna pick Dre Dennis in a very close battle against Math Hoffa 2-1.
Okay.
Y'all, man. I'm starting to see more Math 2-1. I saw a couple Math 3-0s. It wasn't that energy yesterday.
Y'all might as well let me go now. Y'all might as well let me go now, cause I got the opposite. Listen, man. Yes. Check temp. What's good, bro?
What's good, Brody?
Chilling. Listen, man. This is a hard one to call, but Math literally cannot lose this battle. Like everybody that he's been trying to call out, all the names he's been trying to get, like he cannot lose this battle right now. I got Math 2-1 right now because it's more important for him. You feel me? Like, I think it's more important for him. I think it's way more important for him right now. Like with everybody that he's calling out, trying to battle Surfs and all them, like you lose to Dre Dennis in the first round of the tournament. And if he loses to Dre Dennis, he'll never get that shit ever.
Math's delusional if he thinks he's ever gonna battle Surf.
Yeah, he's not getting that battle.
Never getting
that. He definitely truly feels like he can battle Surf though. Like you know what I mean?
Matt feels like he can do a lot of things.
Yeah,
that's
y'all violate myself, man. Shout out to my nigga Math, man.
Y'all, you didn't know what this is. Toxic Thursday, man. Everybody gonna get it off the chest. But
I got Math 2-1, man.
I agree with you, and I hadn't even thought about that. That the pressure for himself has got to be so much. Well, I should say in the public eye, that pressure has got to be so much more because, like you said, he's calling out all these other names. So if he loses Dre Dennis, no disrespect to Dre Dennis.
Yeah,
but if he loses Dre Dennis, then the we'll call them the star names are gonna be like, all right, I ain't battling you. You lost to Dre Dennis.
Oh, let me ask a question off this. If he loses Dre Dennis, y'all think he's coming back? Because this is a season. I feel like y'all think he's gonna come back and do another battle.
Yes.
If he loses to Dre. I don't see
Math
it.
doesn't die. Like Math stays around like a goddamn like fucking.
Yeah, of course.
Shout out to T-Rex. He's got a battle rap lifespan.
And you think about it, their first battle on URL was a door opener for what the culture ended up becoming. Like we have to give Math and T-Rex that props. That battle opened a lot of doors to what battle rap is now. So if anybody got longevity, minus the Smack DVD guys like Mook and Lux and all them other motherfuckers, they got the battle rap longevity card in their back pocket. But okay, let's move on to another one. As a fan,
My favorite.
which battle rapper is hard to be a fan of these days. I'm gonna let you guys go off on that one. We get a lot of twerks, we get a lot of math, we get a lot of surf.
Surf. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Surf.
Yeah.
I actually have a throwback one. I was saying it on the prep show. I think some of y'all forget about K Shine when he was in Dot Mob and he was getting his ass grabbed all the time. I remember it was kind of tough being a K Shine and a Dot Mob fan.
I don't think so. I think it was always easy to be a K Shine fan. My son Sean been killing shit, man. Nah, it was never hard
Except
to
for
be
that
a
year,
Sean fan.
except that you
until the verb battle,
getting smoked.
Until the verb battle, there was definitely like you either were a fan of Shine or you weren't. I can remember even during their face-off when Verb was talking to Shine, and everybody's like, Verb's gonna smoke Shine, right? This is just a warm-up to the next battle. And then he smoked Shine, and everybody was like, okay, never mind. Shine's arrived.
Yeah, but people forget what Sean did to DNA and shit like that. Like Sean versus like those battles is fire too, though.
Yeah, but after DNA, after the DNA battle, Sean got the bunny ears behind his head, and he got dark for him for a minute. He caught the bunny ears. He caught the head ice L. He caught the head ice L. Then he had the wavy battle right before the Verb thing, which was weird.
That whole head ice battle, that was a weird time in URL. I feel like that whole shit was weird. Like that was a weird card. That was like a day one card.
The Press Mafia
era. Yeah, that era was. That era was.
I said, I was saying Cortez has probably got to be up there with. The hard to defend.
Does Cortez have fans?
Don't do that.
You disrespectful.
Don't do that.
You disrespectful. That's exactly what I mean. That's exactly what I mean.
My bad. Let me call my bad.
You like
disrespecting New York
the lack of melon.
Look, I have a whole YouTube channel. I have a whole YouTube channel where I talk positive about battle rappers. So I get defended sometimes.
Say it again, Chick. Say it again.
You do not like people that lack melanin.
Yeah, this ain't Reggie, bro. That's not Reggie, man.
What do you mean? I think A-Ward's one of the most talented battle rappers in like that we've seen.
And I think McDonald's French fries is good when they're hot. Okay, but they ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about right now.
We can both sit here and say obvious statements, but people who like melanin are fine. Like I said, Sharon was. Hold
on, so Tom, I gotta have a conversation.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I said Sharon was good. I said A-Ward was good. Like, what are we talking
I got skinny pop today,
bro.
I'm being healthy.
Let me ask you a question. Did you watch the shout out to Hip Hop Is Real? Did you watch the interview with Chess?
I don't think I did.
Yeah,
I don't think I did.
Fire interview.
So if you watch the interview with Chess, that's a fire interview. Please go back and watch that. Chess is talking about narratives in battle rap. And he's talking about a narrative that stuck with him, which was him throwing up in battles. Even though he documented he's only thrown up in one battle. He talked about the narrative that's been attached to him. Same thing with Cortez. When we talk about Cortez, why is Cortez in the middle tier? Because battle rappers told us he is only mid tier.
Of course.
He is a top, he's been here, 10, 11 years? He is a lot.
That's a fact.
He is a lot higher than a mid tier.
Talk check. But
I know he's not on your radar. He's not on your radar because
Cortez.
He don't got a brown. That brown bag ain't dark enough. He ain't dark enough. He don't fit that criteria.
I don't understand this whole it's ironic you talk about narratives, but like you keep on saying I don't like people who lack melanin, even though I said Sharon and A-Ward were good. Like it's crazy that we're talking about narratives, but like I can name you six white battle rappers that are better than half the battle rappers that we have now.
Oh,
A-Ward, I'd say someone who lacks melanin, Loso, another person who lacks melanin. I said Sharon, that's 3.
But hold on. But here's the thing though. If everyone's taking what your analogy as a negative connotation or a negative context, then you can't come back in here and say, well, then we're painting a narrative. No, I'm going off what you said. You compare.
I said you were painting a narrative around me that I don't like battle rappers on melanin.
Based off what you just said. Based off everything.
No, what I just said was that I don't like Cortez.
No, you said
and you said that I don't like battle rappers with melanin.
You called Nxt a black Sharon.
I did call Nxt a black Sharon because he reminds me of Sharon. Like, what are we talking about?
How? In what way?
I don't know how many times I have to explain this. Like, how do we get? Okay, first of all, how do we get back to Nxt? Like,
Because you said Cortez had no fans.
And that brought you to next?
Yes, it did.
Okay. All right.
Okay, okay.
All
so
right.
coin flips.
Cortez has a
coin
bunch
flips,
of fans.
Okay.
He has a bunch of fans.
It was a joke. We on
Leave
Talk
it
to
at
Tuesday.
that.
Like, okay, look, I have a YouTube channel where all I do is talk positively and analyze battle rappers that I like. I'm coming on Toxic Tuesday, and I make a joke about Cortez, and niggas lose their
that's
teeth.
the whole.
This shit's crazy.
That's the whole narrative.
Niggas is emotional that I'm slandering Cortez on Toxic Tuesday.
Because you got on the biggest platform and start talking narratives and start slandering Cortez.
The biggest platform.
I made a joke about Cortez, and niggas are emotional.
You made a joke about Next.
I made a joke about Next. Next is like 12 battles. I don't know. I actually don't know how many battles Next has.
Okay, let's
battling in the Coliseum.
The face-off is over.
What about you, Culture? What's the battle rapper that you have a hard time being a fan? Like, it's hard being a fan of his or hers. We could do ladies too. I know one person said Jazz the Rapper earlier because I can understand that. Yeah, I feel that. I say 40 bars and Official for me because everybody wants to talk about 40 choking all the time. And Official, she just hasn't been doing as well as we know she can. So what about you, Culture?
Listen, man, I hate to do this, but this is Toxic Thursday. But it's Cortez, man, because of what he just did, because of stuff like that. Like, people just go by what people like Surf say and shit like that, and then they just keep repeating that shit. Like, Cortez has been battling since the shit started. Second and third, You Are Relevant was Cortez. Lions and Cortez. How does he not have fans? Like, how can you come on here and say he doesn't have fans?
I literally said it was a joke. Like,
the irony.
But that's the problem,
I cannot believe.
Why is that the irony going?
I cannot believe I came on Toxic Tuesday.
I thought about that Thursday, bro.
Like, I'm literally sorry, my bad. Toxic Thursday. I'm literally getting ran down by the Cortez Simps right now. Like, this shit is
crazy. That's literally what the problem is.
I think
everybody runs with
all the Cortez
joke.
fans in this chat right now. Like,
hold on, man. I do have a question though. Has Cortez not self-inflicted his own, not created his own problem?
There's only two times I can think about
he loses
specifically.
Just like
wait. There's two times I can think of very specifically that Cortez did it to himself. And the most recent, because we don't have time to talk about everything, most recent was when he was battling Easy, talking about, I'm going to smoke you, you're not ready for this, and he got whooped. He got whooped. I can still hear Easy in my head talking about, you look disgusting. I was like,
wins and losses only count for Cortez. When every other top tier
it's not that.
It don't matter.
It's not that. It's the fact that
but this is his point. This is his point, though, that we're talking about Cortez, and we having a debate right now of how hard it is to defend him.
Exactly. Listen, because the question was, who is it hard to be a fan about? My answer is Cortez because of stuff like this, because people love to go with that narrative.
But
that's
see,
what we're talking about.
narrative. But
people have used Cortez.
It's harder on Cortez. Come on,
it is harder on Cortez. I agree.
But
it's
every time Cortez had a chance at stopping that narrative, he has lost. Has he not?
Facts.
How?
That's not true. He beat.
That's not true.
Everybody had him getting up. Did everyone not have Official smoking Cortez? That was
because I had a great
bracket.
Was
like, you bracket, but that was like 80% of the brackets was Official beating Cortez.
They didn't pay attention. I'm the update guy. I pay attention to the quotes. I be seeing what's going on. I seen Official talking about she ain't with the battle. I knew it was coming.
Listen. It's like this. It's like this. Jack Boy Main wins one battle and he's back on top. Cortez does the same thing.
Jack Boy won a few battles. Jack Boy won more than one battle. He's like 7 rehab battles.
And is Jack Boy back on top?
Off the tournament, off the tournament, off Jack Boy's wins in the tournament, the fans was fucking with him again. Cortez, off his loss in the tournament, everything that he gained previously in the tournament, they lost again. Is what I'm saying.
I don't think so. I feel like Cortez got a lot of respect on his name in the tournament, bro.
But it's like if like just because Twerk shows a good performance doesn't mean I'm automatically like back on the Twerk train. Like Cortez has to prove that he could consistently come through and bring through. Like,
you're lying. I don't believe you. Twerk kills one person. What? When Twerk comes back and kills one person, the culture is open again. Come on,
I'm not open to it.
It's gonna take one
kill. About the culture.
All right, you're talking about. All right.
I'm talking about me because y'all keep painting this narrative that I don't like people who lack melanin. So like, let's talk about.
I never said that. That shit never came out of my mouth.
He said Twerk is dark enough.
That shit.
Melanin.
Yo, that's the hashtag.
Okay, so
Flip
I'm
froze.
gonna let you get a word in.
The melanin froze the internet.
We gonna move on.
That's good.
What you got to say, Temp?
No, then he was on here capping, completely capping. Because let's be honest, if Twerk come out right now with a good round or 3-round battle, everybody gonna start screaming Twerk for Summer Madness. I guarantee.
They gonna put Twerk for Summer Madness anyway. I have not picked Twerk to win a battle in years. I have not picked him to win a 3-round battle in years. I had him getting bodied by Swamp. I called that. It was literally one of the first blogs I ever did. Yeah. I called him losing to Jada Nightwing. I called him losing to Casey in the first round. And that's the apex for me. If $100,000 don't motivate you, that's not just life changing. That's
about
general,
the money no more.
That is general, like that changes your whole generation. That is general changing money. But if that don't motivate you, nothing will. I believe that.
But see, let me speak for the homie. I don't think Flip's not gonna be on the Twerk train. I don't think Flip. He's talking specifically about he's not gonna be on the Twerk train.
He will be.
Believe him.
Flip. He's not, bro. He's not. I promise you, he's not. I know Flip.
Everybody
not
will be. You know
Flip
how
family.
real it is. I will be. That nigga Twerk
So you
something
speaking for
else
yourself.
back. Like I can't.
I won't.
Front. Like
I won't.
It's the kid in the building.
keep it a whole 1,000. Like come on, man.
Okay, we got.
Hey, Flip, you still in the chat? You can come back up.
We got another one of our day ones, not new to this, but true to this, Lion Legacy. And we also got another one we haven't seen in a while.
Well, you must have just got off the Xbox.
Y'all fuck with your shirt, bro.
We haven't
When
seen
it's
him
real,
in a while. So if you guys want to, we can start from the last segment or the last topic as far as which battle rapper is it hard to be a fan of these days? So you've heard a lot of names being thrown around. What about y'all? What are your thoughts?
I woke up and all I heard was niggas yelling at you don't like white people or some shit like that, and I was so confused.
Melanin.
He don't like melanin.
You don't like melanin. I don't know what I came into, bro. I just woke up like, damn, toxic starting like this? That's crazy.
Hey, it's different, bro.
It's different. I'm here for it, though. I'm here for it. I wanted to hype it up, but nah, for me, it's Suge, bro.
I like it.
Suge is another one.
That's a good one.
It's Suge, bro. We went from the bully. Now you be on Twitter. You be talking all this heavy shit. You go into a battle and you not that no more, bro. Suge used to be one of my favorites. I say this shit all the time. He declined more than I've seen anybody decline. We get a Suge battle. We know Suge lost. He's a puncher bag now. You're not a bully no more. You're a puncher bag. Generation change, bro.
We need Suge back on a big stage, man. So
no, we don't. No, we
I don't think it's not gonna do
now.
we do. It's not gonna do
right now. Not right now.
We do. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Suge gonna give us one hard ass bar, and then he gonna choke. If he don't choke, he gonna not. He's just not gonna hit. Suge is not the same, bro. That Suge used to be one of my favorites back in like 2010, 2011. Suge was cooking. We know Suge was like, he was good back then. But now it's like, man, you see Suge name on the card?
Man, Suge going out like a boxer that should have retired like 3 years ago, just getting beat up by people. Like, bro, you shouldn't be out here getting whooped like this. You get CT for nothing.
The problem with
Suge,
he took a bad strategy to the bubble. He took a bad strategy to the URL bubble.
He was supposed to sit out.
It ain't even him trying to sit out. It's him. Why are you challenging pins?
Yeah,
that's
like
that's
why are you challenging?
That's it. Because
it's not even the fact that like he.
But they did start before the bubble too, though.
Yeah, he was doing that before the bubble. That's what it was.
But look at it though.
Yeah, and then he got smoked by
pin
Cece.
after pin after pin after pin since he's been in the bubble.
Yeah, he
has not had a battle where it was like performance versus performance, or like he hasn't had a battle like that.
Yeah, Pat's
hold on, let's let Kid talk. Kid, what you think?
I say
fresh off Xbox Live.
O-Red is one of the people that's kind of hard.
Oh, that's another good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Jersey is
Like-
See, I think you can be a fan of O-Red.
Nah,
You can be
it's
a-
easy to not be a O-Red
Nah,
fan.
You can be a fan of O-Red. You just gotta know that if the room has more than 75 people in there, he's not gonna do good.
Yep.
So you just gotta know that it's not gonna be a good O-Red. You gotta be like, we're gonna take an L today.
You know,
just
she's gonna
move
fall
on to
out.
the next.
Y'all just
Talk to me in the volume.
Straight up.
That's a fact.
y'all.
Okay, so let's get back to next.
Oh yes.
Because we got new people and culture.
Hey,
also
next
get-
and
actually,
Next and Boze.
Can I say
Next
something
and
about Next real
Boze,
quick?
yes. Next
Here's
and
one
Boze. But it's
thing-
really Next Slander. So how do you
Nah.
Huh?
No, I was gonna say it's not slander.
How you feel about it then? Why is
What
it
is
not
it then?
slander?
Because here's the thing, though. I feel like people sometimes confuse overrated and whack. Like, personally, I feel like he's overrated, but I do not feel like he's whack. So if he wins a battle, if he wins a bat, because I feel like he's expected to win more than, you feel me? Like the percentage that people expect him to win is higher than it really is. So like him winning doesn't surprise me, but everybody thinking he's gonna smoke whoever he faces is like, y'all wilding now. Like,
Is that really what people think?
That's
No,
not
I think so.
No way.
Hold on, wait. What's
Hold on, let
I
Lion
got
go. Let Lion go.
I
Let
got
Lion go.
Boze.
Let Lion go.
I got
Hold on.
Boze winning. I got Boze
What's the
winning.
topic about next?
Ask
What's
the
the topic
chat.
about next?
Ask the chat.
Well,
Everybody in here who they got winning. Most people.
the topic is technically supposed to be. The topic is technically supposed to be. Do we want to see Next and Boze?
No,
and
everybody's
with no
gonna
crowd?
say Boze, bro.
No, we're saying do we want to see them with no crowd?
Oh, is there no crowd?
Because
Oh,
Boze
nah,
said
with
Next.
no
Boze
crowd.
said Next suggested that.
Well, okay.
Nah,
So
they
here's
need
my-
a crowd.
Here's my problem with that.
Go ahead.
If there was no crowd, then him using the speaker in the third round wouldn't have hit as hard, right?
Facts.
So let's not act like he didn't do things to sway the crowd or to create a
But
narrative.
he's not the one. He's not the one asking
Alright.
for no crowd. It's Next asking for no crowd.
And I
Alright,
and I
like-
think Next is asking for no crowd because people are saying, well, when he was battling, the only people
Every
that was
time
yelling
he
behind him
battled,
was
it
this
seemed
demon.
like he getting
So now he
his
has
ass,
to
but-
scratch that narrative. Now he has to.
I
do
feel
away
like they
with that.
can't do that. I feel like I feel like however they start the tournament is how they gotta end it. If
That's
they
what I
go
said
in no
earlier.
It
crowd,
would
they
definitely
gotta
be
keep it
jarring.
no crowd.
Now you
If
make it
it's crowd,
sense.
it's crowd.
Nah,
That,
I
I
You know
was
what
gonna
I'm
say
saying?
the
Like
same
you
thing.
can't do that.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's what I said
I
earlier.
think they are gonna.
At the end of the day,
I
that
see
boy
both of them, right?
Next knows that the culture shifted on him. So now he talk about no
Shifted.
crowd.
They never liked him
That's not true. If they never liked him, how was he there? The people
because they
that
took him out the
mattered-
crucible.
They
I mean, like,
forced
Bro,
it
let me
that
tell you.
way.
Let me tell you thing about Next. Let me tell you thing about
I'm saying
Next.
the people
Hold
that
on.
mattered like him.
I've only ever
They're
heard
always gonna like
positive
him. They're gonna
things
keep
about
liking
Next,
him.
though.
It's about the fans. It's about the fans.
Yeah, I've
I
only
think the
ever heard
problem for
positive
Next
things
that
from the
Next
fans.
ran into is because when they took him out the crucible, there was a big media run about, oh, they took Next out the crucible. This is the next guy. He's young. He's this and that and third. So the fans feel like they didn't get their illusion of choice. They feel like they didn't choose Next. Next was given opportunities that they feel like they didn't get any
I really
input on.
don't think
When
so.
fans
I
input
think
don't
it's
matter
on
that much
them.
anyway. But I feel like people felt like they were connected to Next more, they would rock with him. But because he was kind of taken out of the situation, they didn't even get to see him in the crucible. Like, I didn't even see you.
Right,
How you
that's
out the
what the
crucible? We didn't even see you.
whole
in
thing
there.
I don't even think that's what it is. Honestly, truly, what it is they kept giving him battles, and he's not as nice as we was all expecting him to be because he got taken off.
I wanna ask you a
That's
question.
what it is.
I wanna
That's
ask you a question.
overrated.
I want to ask you a
Yeah,
question. I want you
go.
to answer this honestly.
Go.
How many
honestly.
people do you think watched Next versus Rubando? Because that was his first battle out the crucible, right? Rubando, was that the first one?
I've seen it.
I don't think
That
so.
was. No, it was.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
You're asking.
Thank you.
Next, I know of. I'm from New York. Next used to battle in Coliseum Battle League. I been knew of Next before this crucible. He
He
used
been
to
around.
battle in the Coliseum, right?
Right.
So I got a different view on
He
the
said
Next.
he's been battling for 6 years. So he's been
Right
around.
in
So
the
way.
now that he perfected his craft to where he wanted, now he's overrated.
I think no. The problem is what I
I don't
said. The
think he's
problem
perfected
with
his
Next
craft.
is when he got taken out the crucible, everybody was like, "Oh shit, who got taken out the crucible next? He must be super duper scooper fire." We've been seeing battle after battle. He's not as fire as we think he is. For somebody who got taken out the crucible, we was expecting more. That's what overrated.
Like taking somebody out the crucible
I
puts
think-
expectations on them.
Yes,
And like,
thank
and
you.
if you put expectations on someone who's like, especially in like Ultimate Madness, where usually the people are not as experienced, it's gonna do bad things for their image. And like I said, I don't think Nxt is bad, but like I think it does bad things for his image when all you hear is positive stuff about him before the battle happens.
And then it's not as good.
Amazing.
Facts.
You see, I think Nxt is in a limbo. I think he got taken out of the Crucible because of the fact that he had the attributes that a lot of the people in the Crucible didn't have. You know what I mean? Yeah. He stuck
They
out
rushed it. They rushed it. He should have stayed his ass in there.
He wasn't ready to be thrown to URL. Like, I feel like if PGs was still a thing, that's where Nxt belonged. He belonged in a PG jumping into it. They still developed.
They didn't jump him out the window. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But him battling Rumnitty was not smart.
I mean, that wasn't smart. He would have got that battle anyway, bro. Yeah, like he would have got that battle anyway, dog. Everybody get shot. Man, news battle K Sean, bro. Like these will give you a shot.
Now we speak of Nxt.
Don't laugh, Cece. That wasn't even trying to be
disrespectful. Bad news was never on the URL.
I was trying to say it.
I'm dead.
I feel like when it comes to
that's my point though. Like if you battle on a home league, they'll give you somebody you don't deserve. We say Legacy. I'm sorry.
Okay, so let's get you, Lion Legacy and Mr. Kid. Shout out to Rita, my pool in the building. Everybody say hi. Good morning.
Hey Rita.
What up, Rita?
What's going on, Black Queen?
So for you two guys that just hopped on, which battle rapper is it hard for you to be a fan of? Did we already do that?
Already.
Yeah,
we did.
Oh no, we got Math Hoffa. Oh, we got Math Hoffa.
Oh, Math Hoffa, Dre Dennis.
Yes, that's gonna be headlining KOTD season 1. Rita, I think I already know your answer to that fan question though. I think you would say Twerk. It's hard for you to be a Twerk fan these days. But for you guys, who you got winning? Math Hoffa or Dre Dennis?
Dre Dennis 30, clear.
I got Dre 30. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm hearing
Dre. Oh my goodness. $100,000 Gates to the garden card. Let's go.
Look,
100,000 to the Gates.
Look, bro, Math Hoffa is he's a troll now.
Do you know
how? Who want to bet? Who want to put money up? I got money on Math Hoffa, man. Y'all going crazy.
Even before you said you were from New York, I knew you were from New York.
That was you saying got money on Hoffa?
No,
I got money on Coach so bad. I got money on Hoffa.
I'm about to.
Coach is so bad.
Not crazy. Got money on Hoffa. I said, really?
Yeah, Dre is about to have like diamond encrusted gates in a while.
That's Dre on right now.
Like the gates of the garden about to look like Mardi Gras in a minute, man.
You know you can get on the gates on the Open the Gates remix with 100K, bro. How bad the remix gonna be for 100K?
If you got Dre Dennis 30, I feel like you gotta put up money. That's too much confidence.
Yeah, you don't even got Math Hoffa winning a round, and we know Math Hoffa has been in judge situations before and won. You don't even give him a round.
Who the judges?
On the coin flip.
I'm not sure the judges are yet.
Yeah,
I don't know.
ARP is one of the judges.
Hopefully we will know the judges.
ARP is a judge.
He's smart.
I saw him put out a thing say that he's looking forward to judging the battle.
He's a judge?
Nah, bro. Hold on. Math losing with ARP being the judge. Do you know how funny the blog is gonna be? Oh my god.
That's not happening.
Babe, you in trouble if he loses. You in trouble.
I'll be back up. I'll be here. Y'all can add me all y'all want. If he lose, add me. Coach talk bad. It's all good. I'll take the laughter. You feel me? Math,
you ride New York. We need Dre Dennis all the way,
win,
bro. I respect that.
Hey, Coach,
all the way.
New York, bro. I'm not even from Brooklyn though, but
Coach, I'm bringing back a bet from 2 weeks ago. People remember before the super fight. I don't want your money. I don't want your money. If Math Hoffa loses this battle,
yeah,
I want you to watch Mook versus Iron Solomon, all 5 rounds, and I want to book.
Oh man!
No,
you know what's worse? You know what's worse? You gotta watch SoCon versus this.
Yep.
You gotta watch SoCon versus this. That's worse.
I want a book report.
We want to hear you recite SoCon.
My man said I'd rather lose money. I respect that.
I'd rather lose money.
I respect it.
Not so.
That's why I say that's the worst battle in battle rap history. That's why I say it. Master
I remember.
expert,
Listen,
he could win, says Rita. I agree. Y'all got to get that hate out your heart. Like, I get it. It's funny.
It's not hate. We just respect the gates.
To do, but
it's not hate. We respect the gates.
You got to respect the gates.
Respect the gates. Open the gates.
Open the gates.
You
Dog, they got to remix. If he wins this money, he got to remix.
That remix gonna be so fire.
The whole thing.
He got all the Jersey out there for the remix.
Dennis, stop putting them fucking effects in his middle of battles. I hate those things.
Those what?
Those effects, like the lightning and the thunder. And
it'd be so random, bro.
And it be messing up the bar.
You know the punch is coming.
They don't even get like they don't even get like a reaction either. It's just like awkward thunder sounds.
Bro, like
screen starting to flip.
Hey, in the middle of the battle. About nigga, when did Thor get here? Why is Thor here? What is going on?
The screen be flipping and the color be changing. Somebody got epilepsy going.
They just flipped the coin. Why is it a thunderstorm in the background at the coin flip?
What about you, Kid? What about you, Kid? Who you got?
I got Dre 2-1.
You got Dre 2-1. Okay.
Yeah, I heard.
We the gatekeepers. We the gatekeepers.
And they said it was a good. Like for his last battle, he did like they said it was 5, so I gotta see that one. I haven't seen it yet, but
do you?
I got Dre 2-1.
Yeah, he got Dre 2-1. Gates in the Garden videos have Nigerian DVD special effects. What the
what does that even mean?
If you've never seen a movie, you're not gonna understand. That was hilarious.
That's crazy. That's really crazy.
Gates in the Garden is like Bollywood movie shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're gonna get some of y'all out of here. Oh, go ahead.
I have a question real quick that I want to ask. Because I've been wondering about this. Do y'all think that the Ultimate Madness 4 class is better or worse than the Ultimate Madness 1 class?
They're not
it's to be determined. To be
It's
determined.
not they not there yet. They're not there yet. But they also haven't had enough time.
You can see some of the people.
Nah.
Yeah, the Ultimate Madness 1 class was like a mix of like a bunch of dudes who had been there for a minute, low key.
Like
yeah, they were kind of there for a while.
Yeah,
that's a fact. But yo, I'm about to start out of here, man.
Thank you for pulling up.
All right, Culture.
Culture Talk Bad, man. At Culture Talk Bad about everything. I know the vibes. Culture. So I said LTBR.
Thank you. That's what's up.
I think that's a hard comparison.
I don't think it's fair to compare them right now after just one round either.
Yeah, I
because
agree.
if we gonna be like, let's give them time to have the dust settle after the tournament and see what everybody does, not just the winner of Ultimate Madness.
I'd say,
you know what I'm saying?
I'd say they have the potential. I'd say they have the same potential.
At some point,
that's why I'm worried. Like I feel like there's fewer high potential people in this tournament than there were in Ultimate Madness 1.
Interesting.
And like also not only fewer people, but like the potential I also think is a little bit lower. Like I don't think the people that are in Ultimate Madness 4 have a super high chance of being as crazy as a Jada Nightwing or as crazy as a Real Sick.
I think it's a lot of different variables going into that. I think that Ultimate Madness 1 is probably one of the most versatile classes ever.
Yeah.
I think the bigger argument that you could probably have in a better conversation is to compare this class with the Briz and T-Top class. I think now I'm new era. Cece, you already know how I rock, you know what I'm saying? But I honestly think this 2020 class is probably going to be the best overall class because, again, it's so much diversity in that class. I mean, you can easily name 6 to 7 battlers that you can see be projecting from that 2020 class being top tier in the next 3 years.
Oh, you said 2020. I'm bugging. I'm sorry. You said 2020.
I was about to say,
I did not say 2021. Yeah, my bad. I got caught up. My fault. I was very confused for a second. Like, what is he? I mean, wow.
No, but you good. But if you think about it, you got Easy, Real Sick, Kid Chaos, Luke Astro, Jada Nightwing. Swamp. They put, even though Swamp 2019 class, they put Swamp in that class for some reason.
Yeah, Ace.
You put them in that class. Like
Brooklyn Hands.
Brooklyn Town, Big Town.
That class is
Rubando.
Stop.
Yeah, I just said.
Okay, wait a minute.
Stop.
Wait a minute, that one with the I'm Living B with the last name you just said. We're not doing that right now.
Red already got to win on somebody in this class. Red already got done with somebody in this class according to the chat.
My list. I was on the road.
Hey man,
sneak that into my list.
He beating that.
We not gonna badmouth the Ultimate Man this one semifinalist like this.
He almost won.
What y'all badmouth Cortez though?
And today,
first and foremost,
today,
that is Cortez's life now, bro. He's stuck like this. It's permanent. Cortez is your life now. You're permanently gonna get talked about like this. I'm sorry, but it's funny as shit. I'm never changing. I don't care how good you get. You'll ever be Mr. High Mid Tier. You'll forever be Mr. Vault Battle. I'm okay with it, Cortez, because you gave us a lot of classics, a lot of laughs over the time. And you won that as a legend.
Right. You gave us a lot.
No, I'm not saying classic. I'm not saying classic as in battles. I'm not saying classic as
classic moments.
Classic as in laughs.
Disrespectful
shit.
Disrespectful, man.
Thursday, what y'all think?
That was the most underhanded compliment I've ever heard.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
Yo, I do want to ask, can this Ultimate Man, this 4 winner, will actually be a winner that has success after the tournament?
That's the question.
These winners been looking.
I think it depends who it is.
Honestly, yeah, it does depend who it is.
Because like if it's my fault.
What?
You good? Go ahead, Lon.
Oh, I feel like if it's like somebody like Sheed Happens, Piranha, Brandon, like they're gonna have a lot of success after this. Only because now,
if you watch this, I need a trophy for sure. Send me a trophy.
Facts. I feel dog. When I seen that battle, I was like, "Oh, you still kicking his nigga ass," and we know he lost already.
I came into this tournament. It's only like 2 people that I've seen really throughout this tournament, which was Nxt and Murder. That was really it. I heard a real name brand and shit. I was standing next to the nigga up at Gnome and shit like, God damn.
Bro, I'm just mad real name brand and Jada Nightwing battled so early, bro. That battle was good, but now look at them.
It was a good battle.
If they battle now, it would be crazy on the stage, bro.
I still got J3O. To be honest,
I got J3O.
You say that because he said F the guide. Get that hate out your heart.
Nah, come on.
He just gave me more of a reason to feel like this. Honestly, they gave more of a reason to feel this way.
Samoan. You know what you need more for that?
Simone.
That shit was hard.
That was fire.
That was hard.
Yo, really Brandon fire.
Listen, Jay said, white teacher at roll call. I'll fuck a real name up. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I wish they battled like later on, bro. That was such a great battle, but Sheed Happens got a good one going forward for him.
Sheed is fire.
Elijah Straight, another great one. You know what I mean? Like we got a lot of good ones in here, but it really depends on who wins. Because next wins, it's going to be more slander than it's going to be anything else. You know what I mean?
If
I really want to see Truthful and Sheed Happens because
I'm going for all Midwest finals.
The Chicago area. So for what he did last week and seeing him,
my God,
him not stumbling in this and him going off in this, like if he would, like the whole thing was like his face off. If he would have saved that literally for that moment, that would have been a perfect performance for him. Like goddamn, like okay, this is the true foe that I've been looking for. Because I've been I seen him versus Oops. I'm like,
hasn't been what we thought he was for a while, man. There was first time I felt like
he's been giving us like lackluster performances. But this performance, I was like, there we go.
He was on one.
He was on one, bro.
I feel like
but
my fault.
Oh, you good? Kid and Lon, let's get y'all toxic takes, man. We winding down. We got about 9 minutes left. We got to get out of here. Let me get y'all toxic takes for the week.
Man, what I seen something up on YouTube. I don't know what's Surf. I see this Surf talking about like Uncle Ross stuff, like posting like
that for another week. Yeah.
I'm like, that's bogus. I don't see what was so wrong about it. Like, I just think that was messed up.
Surf had a weird moment. Surf's having a weird moment. Right. Lion, what you got?
Murder no more. I don't want to see Murder no more.
Yo, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy?
I'm with you on that one.
I thought Murder kind of has some stuff in that battle, honestly.
No, he do, but it's the thing about Murder. Come on, man. You sound like Twerk, but you rap too slow. You look like Drewski, you got no jokes. You just gangster. You big, you're not doing that.
Goodness.
I don't get it, bro.
Goodness.
And then your name is Murder. We got a murder moot. Like, this shit just don't make sense to me, bro.
Talk.
He got a lot working against him.
Talk
He needs a rebrand. He needs a rebrand.
He needs to yeah, bro. Like,
he needs a rebrand.
Something has to change. You can't say Twerk took your style, but you're delivering slow as shit.
But you know what's funny though?
Twerk was
they don't rap alike. There are like no similarities in their rapping style. It's just tall dudes with a deep voice.
In the first place.
It is tall black men with deep voices.
Like he was talking in this round about how he wasn't like Twerk because he doesn't choke, and then immediately choked after.
Choke and then choke.
That shit was crazy.
Do you understand
I rap like Twerk?
How angry I was?
What he said?
What he
said?
He was mentioning like about how don't compare me to Twerk because
like
he choke all the time. And then he started choking.
He choked immediately after.
You sound like Twerk. You sound like Twerk. Yeah, what's bad is he kept saying he sounded like Twerk. He kept somebody sound like.
You had that one loaded up.
She did. He had
that one loaded up.
He had that counter around and she didn't mention it like one time.
Man.
That was you counter right for something that your opponent don't write about. That's ugly, dog.
Honestly, the only battle I could see Murder winning right now would be against Suge, bro.
Oh my god!
I thought you were about to say Cortez just to light shit up. I was about to say.
Oh nah, my god! Bro. Come on, I told you Cortez can rap. Cortez fired. He's just the butt of the joke every time, bro.
Cortez was smoking.
He's just naturally the battle rap butt of the joke. You can't do nothing anymore, bro. It's been years. You stuck that way. That's it. You the class clown. Fuck it.
Well, look, Lion Kid, we appreciate y'all, man. We gonna get y'all.
Cece, am I lying?
No, you not. He been on caffeine twice, and both times I didn't need it. I don't want it. I'm not watching it ever again. I'm skipping his rounds on the app. It is
oh my goodness, Cece.
He had some heat in the battle, man. He had some heat in the She battle, man. He did.
I didn't think it was that bad.
He was better than he was against
He was
better than he was against
delivery, bro. I don't have to and then I clocked the gun. And then come on, it's too slow, bro. Shit is rap energy.
He rapped too damn slow. Like he don't know what he about to say. Like he literally did not have nothing ready.
Yeah.
And he's just going off the dome.
Hesitating,
bro. You could use the bar and come back, but he's still trying to finish the bar.
We gotta add Murder to that list, apparently.
Appreciate y'all, man. Let me get y'all out of it. Murder ain't
I'm good.
I'm get y'all out of here, man. Kid, Lion, we appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Streets love.
Absolutely.
Kid,
whatever you want to play. Kid going to play Halo. Miss Kid got to go back playing Halo.
Well, temperature, don't leave yet. You know, I want to say, thank you for pulling up because he was our guest for today. Thank you to everybody that pulled up, but specifically Mr. Temperature Check. Y'all make sure y'all follow him on social media, YouTube. And I also want to give you a plug and let you tell everybody what you got coming up because you got a big interview coming up. I didn't want to say it.
Waking up to Jazz the Rapper saying she wanted to do an interview with me was kind of crazy. I'm not gonna cap. So I'll probably be dropping a blog on like the young Gaddis versus Jazz the Rapper because I want to see that on Summer Madness. We talk about Thursday. That's my whole thing about Summer Madness. Where are the women? We've seen what the
women.
That's a fact.
Where like when we talk. Y'all know me. If you follow me, you know I'm big on women empowerment. I got a 2-year-old daughter. So with that being said, they've given us great battles. They did the Kings versus Queens. This series, I ain't gonna lie. This next round, if you get a Gaddis in there, you get a couple of them women in there, First Lady Flames. Some of y'all boys better bring y'all lunch pails. But Summer Madness, it's about returns. It's about big battles. That's the biggest battle in women's battle rap. It's not the biggest grudge match. It's not the biggest grudge match, but it's the biggest battle in battle rap. It's bigger.
One female battle. So what you want? You want Gaddis versus Jazz or Vixen versus Casey?
Give me Gaddis versus What is Casey doing?
Oh,
healing.
What is Casey doing?
You don't make me mad.
He is healing. She just had
and prayers to her, and I hope she recover. But what I'm saying is, while she's taking that time to recover, the momentum of that battle has slowed down all the way to a standstill.
Hey, you ain't got to go that far, Tim.
Same thing with Misfit and Jazz the Rapper. The momentum of that battle has completely fizzled out. Hustle and Coffee. The momentum of that battle completely fizzled out.
Oh no, they'll get that back. They'll get that back.
There's only two
it's gonna take one
right
toxic tweet.
There's 2 battles right now we want to see in women's battle rap. That's Jazz versus Young Gaddis, and that's 40 Bars versus KCJ. Other than that, and I'm gonna tell you right now, KCJ, you better keep healing up because 40 Bars will get you up out of there in the 2-round battle.
I don't believe that. No. Smoke her very bad.
Angles is better.
You talking fast? You making sense? You making sense? Keep making sense.
Bro, you can't be a one-trick pony against 40 Bars. I don't care. I do not care. You come in here just trying to punch somebody, that's not gonna work, bro. I was at bullpen. It was 1,000 degrees. We need to talk about that one-rounder between 40 and Loso. Bro, I was there. 3rd row.
There.
It was different, bro. I'm telling you right now, that's a different type of level, a different type of pressure. But yes, the Jazz interview will be coming up, and then Temperature Check Tuesdays, I'm going West Coast. So I got Next, he'll be on the show. Real Name Brandon will be on the show. David Geeman will be on the show. And then I got my brother Bumpy Bars. He's a West Coast blogger. He's going to be co-hosting with me, man. So Temperature Check Tuesdays, y'all follow me there. Obviously, Temperature Check Apparel, hats, hoodies, t-shirts, got all that. But I just booked my tickets to Summer Madness. So Houston, Texas.
We see y'all there.
Texas. What up?
We see you there.
Wait.
What up?
Before you leave, Tim, somebody in the chat, his name is Lil Reggie. He said, "What's up with the good bros?" He knows.
You already know what it is, man. Shout out to Omega Psi Phi, November 17th, 9 to 11. If you didn't know, Tony Bro is also a proud member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. So roots of the bros, you know how that go, man. But again, like I said, follow me on Twitter, YouTube, everything else, man. I appreciate the opportunity. Shout out to Let's Talk Battle Rap. Shout out to Cece, the queen, the one of the big pillar voices of women's battle rap. The passion that she's on in my eyes is just incredible. Shout out to France. That's like my mentor. Definitely the historian of the group, man. Shout out to everything that y'all got cooking. Shout out to the culture. And even shout out to you, Flip. Even though, man, you're going to have a conversation.
Hey, look, I don't got no beef with you, dog. I love the conversation. I love discussion, man. So,
well, no, I'm going to get on up out of here, man. I got to get to work, but I appreciate y'all so much, man. Have a good one.
Hey, salute, G. I like you, bro.
Didn't know, Reggie. Thank you, Tef, again. I didn't know, Reggie, that you guys already knew each other. You know.
But, I like having media on the show, Cece.
Black fraternity, the Q Dogs.
No, please don't start this. Please don't start this again. Don't start this again.
Shout out.
Y'all put on them gold teams.
Oh my God.
And start.
Shout out Teamwork. We ain't go to college. Shout out. We ain't go to college.
With the tongue.
Shout out team. We ain't go to college. Don't know nothing about that.
Oh, child, they start doing the jumping and
France, put it up.
Y'all be so greasy and oily.
Yo,
put it up.
Ooh, child.
Where the police at? They all duty. What's
Put
going
it up,
on?
France.
I love it. Y'all got the pit bulls barking in the background.
Okay, that's enough of that. Anyway, what I'm saying was, there it is. Thank you. Oh my God, finally. Police was late. She almost got away with it. She almost got away with it. You got away with it.
That's police in black neighborhoods right there, man. Showed up like an hour late.
Good thing she's not the black Sharon.
I promise you. Crime was over. It was over. Yo, Cece, I like doing media, and I like having media on because they be on time. Unlike the other guests, they be here on time or early. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate y'all.
Yo, France, you gotta relax.
Yo, France is wilding right now, man.
I can't wait to watch this one back. I missed it.
Pocket, bro. He's really out of pocket. I'm gonna screenshot it. I'm gonna send it to you, Lowe.
Yeah, send it to me. I can't see it yet. I gotta watch it back on YouTube. Watch us back on YouTube.
Follow us on YouTube, LTBR Podcast. This will be dropping on YouTube, Spotify, and iTunes.
I just saw it.
Yo.
Oh my God.
I'm crazy.
Friends, can you Photoshop Next's face on Sharon? Like, is that possible?
No. Can we don't do that. Don't do that.
Jesus Christ. Please do not.
Can we make that happen, man?
Listen,
don't feed into the toxicity, friends. Don't do it.
I want it done. I want it done at this point.
Like, you don't gotta post it. You can just send it to me, man. I'll
before we wrap up, I want it to be known. Yeah, it's a fact. Before we wrap up, I want to be known that I went a whole show without slandering Danny Myers. So you're welcome.
Congrats.
You're welcome.
You
want me to? I'll do it if you want me to. I don't feel like I'm being appreciated for what I did today. So if y'all want me to get to the slander, I'll get to it. So I'm gonna need some more appreciation real quick.
So why would you have no?
I'm gonna need some more appreciation real quick.
You don't congratulate a fish for swimming. You know what? You don't congratulate a fish for swimming.
Lion Legacy said appreciate me, sir. You know what? Salute, Lion Legacy. Y'all saved. I ain't gonna do it this week. If I get type response again, it's back though. It's back on. I'm telling you.
Stu Surf lawyer said, "Quote: I'm tired, Danny Myers."
I'm tired too.
Because he ain't battled in a while, to be honest, which is new.
You know, that's actually crazy.
I love you Tata.
Because he's working on that damn photo.
There it is.
Like, that's crazy. Like, Danny Myers is coming off one of, like,
oh my God.
People say that was a bad performance from Danny Myers, and Titus still didn't slander him. That's crazy.
I'm done. Coin Flip, exactly. This is your fault.
That's not my fault.
This is
somehow Coin's fault.
Don't blame me for this, man.
We are going to hell.
Oh, thank God. There we go. There's the picture. There it is. Hey, Frank, send me that, man.
This was a beautiful. I just sent it to you, bro. You good? I sent it to you.
He is going to block us now. He is not going to. It's going to be real name Brandon next. Like, we just on a roll with the West Coast.
It's 80 more West Coast battles. We'll be all right. It's 80 more. We'll be all right.
Yeah, they
y'all making life hard for me.
There'll be like 20 more of them that come out the woodwork somewhere.
Me too, because I like next.
I promise you. That's out of control.
Someone needs to
we done?
Stop France right now, man.
Are we done?
A monster right now, man.
Are we done?
Like, France is on a rampage.
Hold on, you got one more, love. You got one more to sing you, love.
Hold on, I'm gonna look at it right now.
Let's wrap the show up, man. Let's wrap the show up.
Who gave
I appreciate you pulling
power?
up, bro. I appreciate you pulling up, dog. I told you, I've been told you need to get you come up here because you be talking. So you know what I'm saying? Come back up. Any Thursday you want to come up. You know, you family. I'm talking Coin Flip. You family. You welcome anytime you want to come up. You know what I'm saying? You always.
Yeah, I might come back up here, but I'm
saying let's think battle rap is coming.
Y'all don't have to hold back all the Cortez and the NXT simps right now, man. Like, this is crazy. Like, I'm getting like run down on by like this is crazy, man.
Being called a simp.
Like somehow y'all got me to defend the white people. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy, man. But yeah,
you did it to yourself.
All right, Flip. We're gonna let you.
Y'all take it easy, man. Salute, man.
Thank y'all for pulling up. Again, this will be on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify. There's nothing going on Saturday. Sunday, I'm not gonna be able to do an after party. So if the team does an after party after math and Dre, y'all.
Yo, but I'm gonna tell y'all the sleeper of that event.
Twitter space afterwards.
The sleeper, yeah, that'll be better. The sleeper of that event is Dunch versus Show Off, because Dunch clowning Show Off for 3 rounds is gonna be the funniest thing in battle rap.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Do you know what Dunch is gonna do with the pulverized bar? Do you understand what Dunch about to do with pulverized?
My favorite Show Off slander was from Mac Myron though. My name is Show. How are you this gangster rapper with a beautiful voice?
What did Rosenberg say? What was you showing off in prison? Like,
yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, Rosenberg got
Oh
salute to the chat.